Okay. So much going on in the world, right? We're watching a crypto company, FTX, explode and go bankrupt, and with it taking $2 billion of its customers' money. And that's been in the news. And also the fact that the CEO had given exclusively to Democrats something at 47 million or more. And that's all being exposed, and possibly a money laundering scheme that involved Ukrainian officials, a Biden official, and the CEO, who is now under house arrest and being investigated. So again, all the corruption we were talking about and money laundering we were talking about in Ukraine is coming to light. It's bubbling up. I encourage you to go to Spaces and look for some of the crypto spaces. There's some really good ones to explain it. And whistleblowers are coming forward about some of the malfeasance that's going on. And so whistleblowers is actually the theme of our show, and I have with me someone really special. And before I introduce her, I wanted to talk a little bit about Rose McGowan. Rose McGowan, I'm going to get emotional. I don't think I could have survived the first year I came forward without her constant support and friendship and kindness, and educating me actually what was happening to me, because I was so targeted. And she is a very important person to me. And I saw that this documentary was coming out where she was in it, and I contacted the director right away because I have such a love for Rose and much of her work, because Rose is such a creative soul. She's more than an actress. She's a composer, she's a writer, she's a creative being. And you can read her book, Brave, which, Reef, if you don't mind bringing it up on the screen. And she also composed an album called Planet Nine. And Planet Nine has theta beats, and I've listened to it with earphones on. And if you have any kind of trauma or just you need to relax and study, it's a great album. You put it on and it really relaxes you, and it's amazing and it's beautiful. And she created it. So I was really pleased to see this new documentary that's coming out that's also nominated for an award. And I'm going to talk more about that with our guest. It's called When We Speak, and it follows the whistleblowing of 3 prominent women who spoke out about injustice and things that were going on. And I am so honored to have the director on today's show, Tasneem Brooker. So welcome, Taz.
Hi,
Welcome.
Tara. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Well, Taz, you are amazing, because you said this was your first full-length documentary. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. So it was the first documentary that I directed, and I was looking for a long time for the right subject to make a documentary about.
Well, I'm wondering if we could do this. Could you set it up about what it's about, and then we'll show the audience briefly the trailer, and then the audience can, and then we'll tell them ways that they can watch it. So yeah, sure. Could you kind of just tell a little bit about it?
So it's about mainly three whistleblowers, female whistleblowers, who are Rose McGowan, talking about Weinstein.
Yes.
Katharine Gun, who was played by Keira Knightley in the Hollywood film Official Secrets, and who blew the whistle on the Iraq War. And Helen Evans, who was working for a UK charity called Oxfam. And she went over to Haiti after the 2010 earthquake and blew the whistle on the aid workers who were abusing earthquake survivors or coercing them into sex for food. So these are incredible women that spoke out on a global scale. These were global scandals, and I was really lucky to get them to tell me their story from beginning to end, what happened from when they first saw the wrongdoing to speaking up, and then what happened after they spoke up. So the documentary explores what happens to women, to people really, when they speak up against the system and against injustice. So that's what the film's about.
Well, Taz, it's a beautiful film. I mean, I'm not just saying that, but it was also nominated for an award. Could you talk about the award that it was nominated?
Yeah, so
Okay,
it was nominated for Best Documentary at the Raindance Film Festival, which was a
fantastic.
few weeks ago, and it was longlisted for the British Independent Film Awards as well. So, I'm very, very happy because I wasn't expecting that kind of recognition for my first film, but I think a lot of it really goes to the really the women that are in the film, to Rose, Helen, and Katharine, who are just who really, as a society, we owe them a lot
Mm-hmm.
for seeking the truth and for getting that out there. And I really wanted to show how much they went through and what they sacrificed for
Mm-hmm.
us as human beings to move forward and to be more acknowledgement of what's going on really in the world and behind the curtain.
Right.
And I just think they're just amazing women, and them and any whistleblower
Mm-hmm.
deserves their credit.
Well, let's let our audience catch a little preview of it. I'm gonna have the trailer. Reef, if you could bring up the trailer, and Reef is from Indie News Network. I'm really appreciative to Indie News Network who's platforming my film and volunteering their time to help me engineer and because I can't do the tech stuff. So yeah. So without further ado, could you bring the film?
I wanted truth to be out there.
A terrible abuse of power is what lies at the heart of the Weinstein story.
People don't whistleblow through choice.
Suddenly you have to choose where your loyalties lie.
Without people who've got the courage to stand up and say, this is wrong, wrongs would not be put right.
And when they actually challenge power with their voices, they are routinely punished.
I was immediately taken to the police station, put in a cell. I thought, I'm in deep trouble.
They're going to get really, really hurt, and it's going to have devastating effects on their lives.
My house is bugged. I knew I was being hacked. I knew I was being surveilled.
It meant the loss of my career, leaving my home.
A lot of my family doesn't really speak to me.
There you have it, audience. That's When We Speak. So Taz, I know a bunch of people are going to ask the question, how can they watch it? And where can they find it?
So it should be now. It should be on iTunes and Amazon Prime. So they should be able to, in the US, they should watch it, and in the UK on
Fabulous.
those. And then I think in a month or so, it will be on Stars as well.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So yeah,
Okay,
hopefully
wonderful.
more people will be able to get to see it. But really, I want people to watch it. Not for me. I don't have an ego about these things. It's about those three women, and unfortunately, at the time when each one of them spoke out, they went through awful backlash by their industry, by their community, and a lot of them had to leave home. A lot of them suffered a huge amount of abuse, be that on social media or in the public, and the trauma that they all suffered for speaking out is completely unnecessary. And I wanted my film really to show the public and everyone else how we should treat whistleblowers better, and how there should be just so much more respect for the bravery of speaking out as you did as well. It takes a lot, and we should respect that someone's trying to get the truth out there to the rest of the public. And unfortunately, there's a backlash, and I wanted to shine the light really on that backlash, what happens after someone speaks up. And that is, as a society, is what we need to sort out, is how we treat people that speak up. I think now you and Rose have incredibly strong following, and I think people are very, very grateful for what you've both done and for speaking up and bringing truth to the surface of what these people really are, and who these people really are, and what they've done, and the bad things that these people have done. And ultimately, that's what whistleblowers are. They're calling out bad people, and they're getting good people are calling out bad people, and for some reason we're targeting the good people, and I just wanted that to stop. And if I can do that in a very small way of making a documentary that hopefully has the public and the audience empathizing a lot more with these brave, strong whistleblowers, then I've done my job. So that's the main reason for doing this film.